what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a really relaxed video. I'm all snuggled up here on my recliner because today I'm just going to be sharing with you guys my Christmas wish list. So this is everything that I have on my list for this holiday season, and I just want to share it with you guys. I love watching these videos, and I'm hoping that by me sharing the things that I'm asking for this year, maybe you guys will get some ideas of things that you may be interested in as well. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright, so I of course want to start off by making this disclaimer that I am absolutely in no way expecting to receive all of the things that are on my list this year. I have a lot of different items on here ranging in price greatly from like $10 to $15 all the way up to several $100s. So I am absolutely in no way expecting to receive everything on this list. This is just something that I do every year, just put a bunch of things that I want on a list because my family always asks what I want, and they always tell me that if they're gonna spend money on me, they wanna spend money on me for things that I actually want and will use. So I always just give everyone in my family the same list, and then they can kind of just choose off of the list of what they wanna get me, and that way it's still kind of a surprise. So I like I said, am in no way expecting to receive this much stuff. There's like a crazy amount of things on this list. So this is just kind of everything that I have kind of gathered throughout the year of things that I may want, and whatever I don't get, I will still be completely content because Christmas is not about the gifts. So the first thing that I want is a Nintendo Switch. So I either want the regular Switch in all gray or the Switch Lite in coral. So I'm honestly kind of at a toss-up here of which one I would prefer. If you guys have the Switch, let me know in the comments down below. Which one do you think is better, the like original Switch or the Switch Lite? I'm someone who has always preferred handheld games, but being that the Switch can kind of turn into a handheld game as well, I'm not sure if it makes more sense to get that one, but also I just really want it in coral. So I don't know, you guys let me know, but I've been wanting a Switch for a while. This was on my list last year as well, and since I didn't get it, it's just getting transferred to this year's list, so we'll see. Next, I have on my list white Birkenstocks. You guys, I have been wearing the heck out of my current Birkenstocks that I have. I got them for my 21st birthday in 2018, and I literally wear them almost every single day. Like, that is not an exaggeration, that is not a joke. I wear them so often. Everyone always makes fun of me because even in the winter time, I just wear them with fuzzy socks, and everyone laughs at me, but I don't care because they're the most comfortable shoes and I just wear the heck out of them. So I figured that maybe it was time to not only get a second pair, but kind of get a different, you know, type of pair. So the ones I have now are like the brown. I think there's like the original like brown pair, and so I asked for white ones. I think that the white ones will be really cute for the summertime, and I love just having neutral colored shoes so that they can match with pretty much anything. So I think adding a pair of white Birkenstocks to my collection will be just what I need this year. Next up, we have an Apple pencil. So I had actually never even heard of this until about a month ago, and I threw it onto my list because it looked so interesting to me. I am just someone who doesn't use my iPad all that much, but I feel like having an Apple pencil gives you a lot of opportunity to do more with your iPad. You can doodle and you can take really fun notes and all of that kind of stuff. I'm going to be graduating from college at the end of this year, but I am starting my master's degree next year, so I think that having an Apple pencil to allow me to take notes on my iPad itself will be a great addition for me to start my master's program. Next up, I have a ukulele, and I have been asking for a ukulele for so long. Honestly, ukuleles are pretty inexpensive, so I could really just get one for myself, but I've just never put the money out for it, and I just continue to put it on my Christmas list, so hopefully someone will see it and get it for me this year. But I have always wanted a ukulele. I am a singer and I do theater, but I am not someone who is like very good at actually playing instruments or reading music or anything like that. I would love to learn. I had a guitar a very long time ago, and I was set on taking guitar lessons. It never happened, and so I just figured a ukulele would be really fun. It's a bit simpler than a guitar. I think ukuleles sound beautiful. I think they can make any song very modern and just fun sounding, so I just really think that a ukulele would be just a really good instrument for me to have because, like I said, I can't really play instruments, but I feel like if I had a ukulele, maybe I could try. Next up, we have Lululemon Leggings, and honestly, I don't really have a specific pair that I want. I think the ones, let me see here, I have like a whole list on my phone and I include links to everything so that way I like don't lose the exact item that I was looking at. So the one that I have here is the Wonder Under High Rise Tight. So I don't really have a preference, and simply because I've just never had Lululemon leggings before, so I really don't know which ones are better. But these were the ones that I found and they looked super comfortable. I like high-rise pants in general, but especially leggings. And so these just looked very nice and comfortable. They have them in this really beautiful, like olivey color, I think it is, which I really, really enjoy. And I just really, really love this. I don't know. I think that they obviously have a lot of hype around them, so I don't know if it's worth the hype. If you guys have Lululemon leggings, let me know, is it worth the hype? But I've just always wanted to try them. So, you know, Christmas time is always a good idea to ask for things that you don't necessarily want to buy yourself. So there you go. Maybe I'll get Lululemon leggings this year and see if they're worth it. Next up, we have the Gucci purse. And this is the bag. Where is it now? I can't. Okay, this is the, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. Marmont Montalese leather super mini bag, and I want this in the mauve color. It's the dusty pink chevron leather. Oh, this is so beautiful, and I've had my eye on this bag for so long. I know I'm not going to get this purse because no one is going to spend $950 on a purse for me, but you know, wishful thinking, why not throw it on there? I've legitimately been wanting this purse for so long, and I just keep looking at it and I just keep telling myself I don't need it, I don't need it, but it's so beautiful. And even though I know I won't be getting it this year, it's fun to pretend like I will be. Next up, we have the iconic London Nearly Nude Plumping Lip Gloss. So I actually heard about this on an influencer's page and it just looked beautiful. I've been using the Too Faced lip plumper for a while. That's actually what I have on right now, and I love it. It's not sticky, it's pretty comfortable. Of course, it gives you that tingly feeling because I feel like every plumper is going to do that because that's what makes your lips plump up. But this one I heard is just really, really good, and I've actually never tried any products from Iconic London before, so I am very interested to see how their products work for me personally. And yeah, I would just really like to try this. I think that it looks like a really great product. Like I said, it had really great reviews, and the person that I heard talking about it really seemed to love it. So I don't know, we'll see. If I do get it, I will definitely keep you guys updated on whether or not I like it. If not, then I'm just gonna stick with my Too Faced. Next up, we have the Louis Vuitton Tan Leopard Hat from Boho Vintage. And this is just a little boutique that I actually ordered a Louis Vuitton camo print hat from. And so when I saw the leopard hat, I love it. It's the exact same hat, just the one I already have is in camo print as opposed to this one being leopard. I think that it's so fun, and basically what this company does is takes just old Louis Vuitton bags and kind of just recreates them into new products. So as you can see, they took the little patch here on this one and created it into a like baseball cap type of hat. And then next on my list, going right along with that, is also from Boho Vintage, and that is the black Louis Vuitton beanie with a little puff ball on top. I love beanies that have the little puff ball. I have one from Express that I actually put on a gift guide video that I made from last year, so I'll have that video linked in the description box down below. I love that beanie. I wear it all the time, and I fell in love with this one when I saw it, especially again, of course, because it has the little Louis Vuitton patch on it. And I just think that this is a really great way to not spend a ton on brand new Louis Vuitton items, and you're also just supporting businesses that are just repurposing these designer handbags and just name brand items into new and fun things that are different and unique. So not everyone's gonna have something like this, and they look beautiful. And the hat that I already have, I seriously love so much, so I know the company makes good products because I've already tried one of their products out. Next up on my list is the Dogfather book by Joe Gatto. So Joe Gatto is someone who is on the show Impractical Jokers. He's a comedian, and he just adopts a bunch of dogs. Him and his wife have so many dogs, and I love it. I think that it's awesome. They adopt a lot of senior pups, and I have a 16-year-old dog myself who is blind and deaf. So I have a, you know, just a soft spot in my heart for senior dogs that just have all the things wrong with them. You know, I think that they're just so sweet, and they just deserve as much love as newborn puppies. You know, every dog of every age deserves love. And so I really want to read this book. I think it has to do with you know, him adopting dogs and all of that. I could be wrong, but I'm like almost positive that that's what it has to do with. So this is actually just available on Amazon, and honestly, if I don't get this, it's really inexpensive, so I'm just gonna purchase it for myself if no one gets it. But since I did put it on my list, I'll see if someone buys it first, so that way I don't, you know, get two of them. But I'm really excited to see what this book is gonna be like. Like I said, either way I'm gonna end up getting it, so I'm just very happy to finally get it in my hands and be able to read it. Next up, we have the Sigma collection with Miss Amazing. This is a mini set of lip glosses and brushes, and it just looks so fun. So the reason that this product means so much to me is because I actually work very closely with the Miss Amazing organization, which is defined as a self-esteem movement led for and by girls and women with disabilities. So I currently am working with their social media team, but also I have worked with this company for the past 2.5 years as one of their buddies at the national competition that they do every year. And I just fell in love with the organization after working with them, and I'm just so happy to be able to continue down my path with them. I actually have a whole video talking about Miss Amazing, so I will also link that video in the description box down below. But when I saw that they were teaming up and having a partnership with such a big makeup company as Sigma, I was so excited for them. And what's really great about this is that for every one of these that is purchased, they will also be donating one of these to a girl at the national summit. So it's just so amazing. It's really a win-win for everyone involved. And if you love makeup, it doesn't hurt to try out new makeup products anyway. And just knowing what this is supporting and how this is going to help other people is just absolutely incredible. So I'm very excited to see if someone's gonna get me this for Christmas. And this is another one of those things where if no one picks it up for me, I'm just gonna get it for myself, because I will continue to support Miss Amazing in absolutely any way that I can. All right, now we have the TAO. I do not know how to pronounce this, and I'm so sorry because I'm gonna mess it up. It's TAO. I don't know if it's just pronounced TAO or if you're supposed to pronounce it like Tao or Tao. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is the Diamond Toothbrush, and this just looks so incredible. Not only does this kill like all the germs, it also kills viruses, which, I mean, for the state that we're in right now, having something that's going to help you with staying clean and sanitary in your mouth is super important. So I'm very excited to try this out if I get it. I went with the silver one that I liked the best, and I just think that they're all so beautiful, but I really liked that one a lot. And I'm not ashamed to ask for things like toothbrushes during Christmas time, okay? I think that hygiene products are so important, especially ones that are a little bit pricier, such as this one. This one, you know, is getting into like the $150 range, and I just think this is not something that I necessarily want to spend $150 on for myself. So if someone gets this for me for Christmas, I mean, it's a win-win for everyone. All right, now we have the Pigma line drawing pens. So these are just really thin, fine point pens. These are meant for journaling, and I actually am asking for these for Bible studying, which goes along with my next gift that I have on my list, which is the Illuminated Bible. This has like a section in the Bible that allows you to journal. So it has like a blank space there so that you can take notes and journal and write down your thoughts and prayers and all of that while you are Bible studying. As a Christian, having something like this is really convenient for me. I of course have Bibles, but I don't have a journaling Bible that leaves intentional space for notes and prayers. So I'm always just like scribbling wherever I can find room in my Bible, or I just have a notebook with me where I can kind of take notes and devotionals and stuff down as I'm going through my Bible studying. But having a journaling Bible will be really convenient for me, and that along with the pens I think will just be the perfect combination. This next thing is something that I feel like a lot of people are asking for or have already gotten for themselves, and that is the Revlon One-Step Hair Dryer. This thing has so many reviews, and so many positive reviews at that. This thing is so crazy popular right now. I feel like it came out of nowhere. I had not even ever heard of this until about a month ago, and now all of a sudden it's like all I hear about it is just all the rage. I cannot blow dry out my own hair. Like, it is impossible for me to do. So I also have like super curly hair, so all I can ever do is either wear it naturally curly or wait for it to dry and then just straighten it out. And so if I'm able to get out of the shower and just blow dry out my hair with this brush shaped blow dryer, and it makes my hair look like a fresh blowout, I am going to be just like, I feel like all of my dreams will have come true. So I'm really hoping that this is one of the things that someone picks up for me, because you guys, I feel like this is gonna be a game changer if it actually works as well as everyone says it does. All right, so I actually didn't even realize that I had another thing from Lululemon on this list, but apparently I do, and that is the Lululemon Reversible Mat 5mm, so I assume that's 5mm. I don't know. I know nothing about Lululemon, to be completely honest with you, so who knows. I do know about yoga though, so that is one thing that I do love, and I'm always doing yoga. I have a really cheap mat right now, so it doesn't really do much good for me, and I just think that having a really good mat will just be more beneficial for me in doing my yoga. Honestly, I used to always go to classes, and with COVID, everything has just been shut down, so I haven't been able to go in months, and so I obviously of course have to be doing this at home right now, and so I just wanted a mat that's actually going to serve me well so that when I'm doing it I'm getting the most out of my practice and can feel really good about it. Next up is something that was also on my list from last year that I didn't receive, so I just put it on the list again this year in hopes that maybe someone will see it, and that is the Sodastream Hydration Kit. I am not a huge soda drinker, but every now and then I crave a Coke. Like from McDonald's, I just have to go get a Coke. So I think having a Sodastream would be really great because it makes like that sparkling water, and then you have the syrups that can flavor it into being almost like a healthy soda. So I think that that would just be really like a nice thing to have, honestly, so that when I have those soda cravings, I can still stay healthy. I am trying to only drink water or like healthier drinks that are like 0 calories and stuff. So I just think that having something like that here, so that when I do get a soda craving, at least I can still stay on that healthy track and not break, you know, like a million calories on a cup of soda. Next up we have the Manfrotto, I think that's how you say it, Manfrotto mini tripod. So this is just like a little holder for your camera, and you know, of course it's like a little mini tripod that you can rest your camera on while you're taking still videos like this, or it's also something that I can just like carry around with me for vlogging. And I actually have a like tripod for my vlogging camera already, but it just like keeps like breaking. I don't know what's wrong with it. It keeps coming loose and it's like very unsturdy. So I've heard amazing things about this one, and it's really inexpensive. So this is another one of those things where if no one gets it for me, I'm probably gonna have to get it for myself. Not because I want it so bad, but just because I feel like it's something that I need because the one I have is broken. But I really just think that this is great. Like I said, I've heard so many amazing things about this one, and hopefully it's worth the hype because I definitely need one that's not going to continuously break on me. Moving on, we have the Kodak photo printer, and this is just one of those little printers where it will print out photos right from your phone. I think that's really fun. It's kind of like a twist on like a Polaroid camera almost, and I just think that that's a really great idea. I mean, it's fun and convenient, and if you can have something like that at your house instead of having to go to like Walgreens or CVS every time you want to print out a photo, I just think having it at the convenience of being in your home is just a really great idea. Next up is a sewing machine, and my mom either hasn't looked at the list I sent her yet or hasn't noticed that this is on there yet, because I feel like if she sees a sewing machine on my Christmas list, she's gonna be very confused because I have never once showed an interest in sewing, and so I'm just surprised she hasn't said anything to me yet about it. But honestly, I've just always wanted to get into it. It was like one of those things that I've kind of always had an interest for it in the back of my mind and just never verbalized it because it wasn't like a very intense interest that I wanted to go for right away. But I just think as we're going into COVID and stuff, I was kind of trying to find things that could keep me busy, and I got really into crafting. I got a Cricut for my birthday this year, which was in April, and I got super into doing all kinds of crafts with that, and I feel like a sewing machine kind of just goes right along with that. I also love thrifting. Like, I'm a hardcore thrifter, so I just feel like if I have a sewing machine and I can kind of take lessons or classes on how to sew and alter my own clothing, I can be an even better thrift shopper because then I can purchase things from a thrift store and alter them myself. So I just feel like having a sewing machine would be really fun, and even though I want a sewing machine, I also am going to definitely need someone to teach me how to use it because yeah, I'm definitely not gonna know how to do that. All right, next up we have AirPods. I feel like everyone and their mother has AirPods now. I don't. I got them for my boyfriend last year for Christmas and he loves them. I'm always stealing his. So I did put them on my list this year because I know he's probably sick and tired of me taking his when he feels like using them, but it's just because he really doesn't use them all that often. So if he's not gonna use them, someone might as well. But the ones that I put on my list this year are the newer ones, like they're the more like comfortable ones. I don't know the difference in the names and stuff, but they have like the little soft piece on the top. So I just think that they would be really good for me, only because I have super sensitive ears, and after a while, like the AirPods, the regular ones, really start to hurt. So I just feel like having a more comfortable option would be really good. And like I said, I feel like AirPods are kind of something that I should get at this point, because I think Chandler is tired of me taking his. Moving on, we have a Kitchenaid Mixer, which, oh my goodness, you guys, I have been wanting a Kitchenaid Mixer for the absolute longest. I never used to cook or bake or do anything in the kitchen. I was a takeout girl, and that's how it went. But about 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago, I really got into cooking. My boyfriend and I have been together for 4.5 years, and for like the first year of our relationship, I still wasn't someone who liked to be in the kitchen. But after we started getting a little bit more serious, I realized how much I love making food and serving people in that way. I feel like it's a great way to serve my family, and I love just allowing my boyfriend to come home from a long, hard day at work and having a hot meal waiting for him. It's just something that I feel is just really nice for me to be able to do for him. And not that he ever expects it, and not that he ever makes me feel like I have to, but I just think that I love being able to do that for him. So I've been wanting a KitchenAid mixer for like the past few years, because I just think that it would really step up my baking game in the kitchen. Oh my goodness, I am getting so excited right now just thinking about it. I'm really hoping that I get the KitchenAid mixer, because I really think that it will just completely be a game changer in the kitchen for me. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe how excited I'm getting about a kitchen appliance right now. All right, we're down to the last few things. I know, whew, there's not much on here, right? So this is a heat press, and honestly, like I said, I have my Cricut, and I've been looking into like the Easy Press from Cricut, which allows you to make t-shirts and stuff like that, and it's just kind of pricey. So I saw one on Amazon for not too expensive, and I put it on my list because I want to be able to get the most use out of my Cricut as I possibly can. And I feel like making t-shirts is like the one thing that I haven't been able to figure out how to do yet. I bought the Heat like iron-on vinyl, and I tried to iron it on with my regular iron, but it did not work. So I'm hoping that by having a heat press, it will just be much easier for me and much more convenient, and just get the job done so much better. So I'm just really hoping that this works, because I know it's not the Cricut brand, so we'll see. But I just think having something like that will make the Cricut, you know, be even more valuable to me, because at least I'll get more use out of it. Next up, I have the Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Perfume. You guys, I got this in a sample for my birthday back in April from Sephora, and I absolutely fell in love with this. It is just the most beautiful smell. It is, oh, it's so rich and fragrant, but just so feminine and light at the same time. It's so hard to explain it, but it is just such a beautiful scent. I used to always wear the YSL Mon Paris, and I absolutely love that too. But I'm telling you, when I put this on for the first time, I just absolutely fell in love with it. It is so beautiful, and honestly, if I don't get it, hopefully Sephora starts giving out samples again soon so I can remember how amazing this perfume smelled. All right, and the last thing on my list is the Nepresso Creatista machine. Okay, I have really not been interested in an espresso machine like ever. I have a Keurig, gets the job done. But after getting furloughed from my job this year because of COVID, I'm tired of giving $5, $6, $7 to big coffee corporations to make lattes and all that kind of stuff. So even though the Nepresso machine right off the bat is a pretty hefty chunk of change, I feel like in the long run, it honestly would just pay off, because I wouldn't have to be spending so much money so often going out and getting my coffee drinks. And I don't know, who knows, maybe I could become a barista. So actually, I really feel like I would never be able to be a barista. Honestly, kudos to everyone who works at like Starbucks or Saxby's or any of the coffee chains, because honestly, I have a hard time using my Keurig. So that may not be that promising coming from someone who says she wants an espresso machine, but I think I can learn, but I don't think I can be good enough to become a barista. Alright guys, so that is it. That is everything that is on my Christmas wish list for this year. Like I said, I am in absolutely no way expecting to receive all of these things. I'm not expecting to receive any of these things, honestly. Like I told you, my family just always asks for a list because they prefer to just get me things that I actually want. So that's why I always make a list every single year. I never expect people to get me as much as they do, and whatever anyone gets me, I always appreciate from the very bottom of my heart because it's just never expected. So I love it so much. I love my family so much, and I appreciate absolutely every single thing that they do for me. So like I told you guys, the reason that I made this video is one, because I myself love watching these videos, and two, maybe I gave you guys some things that you might be interested in for Christmas or birthdays or whatever. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that you will give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Of course, also please feel free to subscribe to my channel on the way out because it helps me out a bunch, and I just love having new people join the family. And also comment down below anything. What's on your Christmas wish list? Do you guys have any of the stuff that I put on my Christmas wish list already? And if so, how do you feel about it? Because if there's anything I should stay away from or steer clear of, please let me know before someone in my family gets it for me so I can let them know not to get it. And I will see you guys all on the next one. Please let me know if there's any other content that you guys want to see from me, and I will see you all soon. Have a great and blessed day. Bye!